a species, they all do.
Yeah, I guess.
What the fuck?
We wanna fuck you, Elizabeth. Thanks.
You're gonna vape. Can you open the window and vape out?
Start with that line. Can I start the episode with "We wanna fuck you, Elizabeth"? Thanks. Yeah, I started recording.
It's a classic bit.
What is that movie called?
Meet Dave.
Right.
Is that the 1,000 people Eddie Murphy?
No, that's all the aliens and he's a spaceship.
Yeah, if it's blinking, it's muted.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I guess we never told you about that, huh?
You always get super close to the mic, like you're about to say something and you're like, well, it was muted. Oh.
Welcome to the 35th episode of the Empty Heads podcast. Is that the music?
That was the end of the music. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sync it. I'm gonna make sure to sync it when you do it.
I'm actually unfamiliar with how the music goes.
Have you
What's,
never listened to your podcast?
I listen to the music every time I edit it, and I couldn't tell you how.
I don't want to.
Yeah, let's find out.
I don't want to listen
play
to my
another
own
episode
voice.
of our. Don't the latest episode doesn't have it because Garrett and I did it.
When does this begin? Should I just? All right, Sebastian, start us off.
Where's the song?
I don't know. Did you not put it in this one?
I just said that. I literally just said
You
that.
did, yeah, you did, yeah.
This episode is called Sebastian Sing Along.
Oh no, Sebastian sing along is.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Maybe
I'm
I'll
not gonna keep
try a different episode.
I'm gonna have to cut all of this out.
We're doing the podcast.
What do you mean? We're doing the
This is fucking
podcast. You
shit
need to
recording.
chill.
Here in my garage recording a podcast. You're in my garage. Is it recording?
The song
I
started.
don't know.
Yeah, it
Is it
starts with
recording?
that.
Okay.
It starts when you say welcome.
Oh,
to
it's
the
working.
podcast.
You already.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm starting to feel like this podcast is kind of bullshit.
You guys don't have an intro
Really?
song or
The one that
anything?
you're a part of?
You told me we were starting.
You're
the
the
podcast.
bullshit.
I mean,
don't
what is
need the
this?
song.
A guy playing another podcast into a microphone?
It's your fault.
That's you!
Last episode.
That'd be a really good bit, actually.
I uploaded it today. Sebastian just kept playing like rainforest sounds and like whale noises into the
And he was
mic.
like, I'm asleep. He's like,
That
tired.
didn't happen.
he needed.
So, were you making a podcast for yourself to listen to?
To sleep,
No,
yeah.
none of this
I need to
happened,
record
dude.
Some noises.
These guys
Liar.
are fucking crazy.
Okay.
Liar.
Cap.
You guys are.
Every-
What were you guys smoking when you came up with that?
Smoking cloves, dude.
Hey, what do you think of Mortal Kombat, Simon? We didn't talk to you about that.
Did you talk about it?
We did though. Yeah.
2
I
weeks
know,
ago.
Of course, I know that.
2 weeks ago.
I
Just quick thoughts.
Quick rundown.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed, dude. That main guy really sucked.
What was his name?
Cole Young.
Cole Young.
Cut that.
It's just a real guy. We know.
Yeah.
We don't
Kind
even
of
really
a bowl
know.
haircut for a little bit.
Yeah.
But okay, what else?
That dude took like $200 from our friend for something.
Which
Oh,
was
that's
like-
right.
It was a Fortnite business
It's like,
plan.
oh
Tennis
yeah, it's
and-
Fortnite, but yeah. He's like, I'll get you back, and they never did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
what
classic.
a dick.
It's classic.
Let's call out other people. We knew.
No. That's enough. That was an accident. I'm gonna have
What
to
was the
censor
question
that.
again? Oh yeah, Cole Young. His superpower was just magic shirt.
Yeah, that's. The whole time I was like, can you not take that off now? Like, is that his skin?
I hope
or-
you like my magic shirt. It's never coming off.
I like the guy whose magic power is more metal arms.
Oh yeah.
Went from having metal arms
Jax.
to muscly metal arms.
Yeah.
Which
I thought that like Raiden was gonna like be like, I'll upgrade your metal arms. That's the Christopher
That's,
Lambert.
yeah, it's Christopher Lambert.
But then no, it just kind of happened. It was his superpower was, yeah, and I mean I appreciate that they don't bother to give any explanation for how your magic superpower can just be, like your metal arms get higher tech.
But they shoot like beams or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's whatever.
I thought.
The fatality that Jax did
Where he
was a
smushed
good
the guy?
one.
Yeah.
That was a good
That was a good one, yeah. A clap.
Yeah, and when Sub-Zero froze his arms off, that was a good one. I'll give him that one. That was a good one.
The
I think I was in
Kung
the
Lao.
bathroom.
Oh, Kung Lao. Oh, that was the best scene in the movie.
That was-
Yeah, that was awesome.
the best.
I was not expecting them to bust that out, but they really did.
They cast as him was really good. I
Yeah.
thought. Like I didn't like some of the cast, but that guy was good. And Liu Kang was okay. He was
Yeah.
kind of charming in a comic or a video game movie way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the hat guy?
No, Kung Lao is the
Kung
hat
Lao,
guy.
yeah.
Liu Kang's the
Fire
dragon
guy.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, obviously the dialogue was pretty shit, but I liked how they really tried like ham fisting the video game things. Like whenever a fight would start, it'd go into landscape, and then it'd be both of them. And then there's
And the
a
rest
scene
of it
where
was in portrait.
yeah, there's a scene where like Liu Kang kept doing a leg sweep, and then Kano was jumping over it. He was like, "Is that all you do?" And then like flawless victory, shit like that. Like that was funny.
Yeah,
And the fighting was good. Yeah, the fatalities were good.
Oh, you like the fights?
Well,
We like the fights, yeah.
I thought, I don't know. I guess just I was pretty hyped about this movie, and like I was enjoying the trailer and stuff. I should have seen this coming, but everything was in the trailer, of course.
Right,
Yeah.
Even like almost all the fatalities, and the final fight with Sub-Zero and Scorpion. What the fuck was all that? Why not just make Scorpion the main character?
I don't know.
I'll never get over this. Why do you feel
that's
like
true.
when
Studio
all the
mandate.
all the fans love all of these classic characters. Okay, so they must want us to make a new character who's just a regular dude, but a really boring regular dude, and make him the main. You already have Liu Kang.
He's related to Scorpion.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could have made Liu Kang the character.
I mean, Liu Kang is like
He's the champion of
he's the
Earthrealm.
prototypical protagonist. But then you have options. You can do the Scorpion story.
You could do Johnny Cage.
You can do Johnny Cage. I mean,
No, you could.
why Johnny Cage is the protagonist? What does he do? Johnny Cage is fucking lame.
You don't like Johnny Cage?
Dude,
Come on,
Johnny
punch
Cage
people in the
beats
balls.
up Shinnok, bro.
As the like, if he's like the,
He's powerful in the
Oh,
lore.
he does beat up
if
Shinnok
he's
in
like
the game.
the like, if he's in the movie as like a secondary guy, like put him on the Earth team, sure.
Yeah.
He can be good for like some fun scenes and stuff. But
Wow, that's all getting picked up. Sebastian just dying.
what's
You
he gonna
good?
do as a protagonist? What's the
Uh,
Johnny Cage?
I don't know. I was just saying he's
story?
there as an option if you want to use
I really
it.
hope they
And who do
do.
you cast as Johnny Cage?
That's they teased it at the end. They're still trying to figure it out. I really hope they get like I don't know. I think like Seth Rogen. Any of the like typical Hollywood guys. Which
ones?
I don't know. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's like 67.
So he's still jacked as
I'm
shit.
Johnny Cage. That sucked, dude.
Who would you cast as Johnny Cage?
No, it has to be
That's
someone who
Brad
can.
Pitt.
Has to be someone who can do martial arts.
I think just get a stunt.
No,
Just do
No.
Ryan Reynolds. He'll just Deadpool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that would work. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like Tom Cruise in the '90s would have been great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He could have been Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise was in the 90s, Garrett.
Why are you hitting him?
Existed in the 90s.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise in the 90s.
I
He
gotta
could've
say,
done some cool
That
things.
would have been a
man.
great pairing right there.
Yeah, like I thought overall
It
the
was
movie
great.
was enjoyable, but like it moves at a breakneck pace.
I like it better than the
what'd you think
original
of
one with
Goro?
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Goro was good, but he's a bit of a waste.
The Goro scene was almost so cool. Like the idea of taking a Mortal Kombat fight out of the realms of just like, mystical, like, ooh, we're in cave fighting or like we're in the spirit realm fighting or whatever.
It's just like a house.
Like, having Goro just terrorize some real people, it was a cool idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like they didn't like save enough money to make Goro look like Thanos good,
Right.
Yeah,
That's
So
true.
he was kind of like that, like second level.
That's
CG
why they also
monster.
film it at night.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was
so,
easier to CG.
uh,
Yeah.
There were cool parts of it, and
Yeah.
he had a pretty good death, I guess.
He's gonna be back too.
Really?
Yeah, the tendrils at the end take him.
The smoke.
When Shang Tsung is like, death is just
Well, they took
another.
his corpse away.
Death
Yeah,
is
but
just
Shang Tsung
another
can
path.
revive him. Like that's
You're
a
gonna
whole
have
different.
Franken Goro.
Yeah,
Mecha Goro.
or they'll just bring in like Kintaro or something.
Who's
yeah,
the?
bring in Girl Goro.
That would be like the mountain
Shiva,
in Game
yeah.
of Thrones.
She was hot as
See, I'm paying attention.
in the
shit.
in
sequel?
Annihilation.
In Mortal
I don't-
Kombat
I don't remember
Annihilation,
what she
yes.
looked like.
Who are we talking about? We're talking about the girl with the gross mouth.
No. She's the hottest in the whole series, though, in my opinion.
Really?
I wasn't
Melina?
I wasn't impressed.
What?
I honestly would have preferred a different mouth.
You can go fuck yourself.
Oh, what? Who's the like centaur one? Centauro. That guy's cool.
Centauro.
Is that his name?
Motaro.
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 That's his name.
It is Motaro.
They got to bring him
Was
in.
he even playable?
I don't know.
I think he was just like a boss.
Yeah.
Or there's a Goro that's just a big tiger. Tigro?
Yeah, Kintaro.
Tigress?
Yeah, sure. Bring
Is
in
it
more
Tigro?
Goros. I
It's
like
not
those.
Tigro. I forgot what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shiva was barely in Annihilation though, because they couldn't animate her arms right.
No, they just use like dummy arms with strings.
If only.
I think they did.
If only, dude.
Did they
No,
not?
they used shitty CG.
She's only in like 2 scenes because they could not.
Ah, that's tragic.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's the thing though. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's my favorite Mortal Kombat movie still.
Yeah, that's the worst one though.
It's the most entertaining one. The other 2 are just
I think the
genuinely
first one's.
bad.
I think the first. I like the first one the most.
Dude.
First
Is there
one's.
a single fatality in that whole
First
movie?
one's entertaining.
No,
enough.
there's no fatalities in that one. I don't think so.
Johnny Cage doesn't die in the first 5 seconds.
That's the good part about this.
What? No. He's an entertaining character. I thought he was good in the first Mortal Kombat.
I like the shot where he falls out of the little boat in the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's a good.
I like when he's walking
good
up the big stairs
physical
and
comedy bit.
loses the luggage or whatever. They CGI'd a luggage falling down the stairs.
Oh
Or
my
when he's
God,
like,
those
"That's
shots are
$500 glasses, asshole," and then he
With
kicks him
bunch
off the
of Goro
cliff.
and
That was awesome.
wonderful.
Come on, that's pretty good.
You know,
I mean,
when
the
was
Goro in that
watching
movie
it-
was pretty good
yeah,
for the time, like the big animatronic.
I rewatched it. It's pretty okay. Like it's
It's like cool to look at, but it's not Goro.
Yeah, it's like Goobo.
It's at the time I was like, Christopher Lambert fucking sucks. But in retrospect, he's the best.
he's fun.
He's the best.
He's
Yeah,
fun.
he is the best part of the
He's
movie.
actually
Just
so much
sitting there,
fun.
he's like-
Fucking rated.
Yeah. He's fun. He's fun in that movie.
Have you seen this movie, Sebastian? The original Mortal Kombat from the 90s?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
a
whatever.
decent, if you're super high, watch.
He's really funny
The
in
last
that
time
movie.
I watched it was in the 8th grade, so I don't remember much of it.
I think he's great. Obviously, his accent's all weird, but I think he's pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah,
that sounds
that's
cool,
right.
but I would never get super high. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Garrett, why are you hitting?
But yeah, no.
Yeah, it won't show up for
The
listeners.
studio,
but Garrett keeps
studio
threatening to hit
mandated
me.
fish out of water is just like, come on, why you got to do that? It didn't ruin the movie because the movie's like okay.
You're talking about Big Fish, the Tim
No, I'm
Burton
talking
movie?
about the main
He takes a
character.
big
Oh, yeah,
fish
man,
out of
big
that water in
fish.
that
That's
movie.
but that's really about somebody's dad dying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Good movie, sad movie.
hopefully they write him better
Good
in the
movie,
next
sad
movie because he's obviously going to be in the next movie. I like the guy who played him too. I
Just
thought he was good.
Do what they did with the original and say at the beginning, like in the first 5 minutes of the sequel,
Just kill him.
Cole,
Yeah.
he gets killed.
I thought the guy who played him was good though.
I thought he was fucking awful. Can we
No,
stop
I thought
talking
the
about
I thought the
fucking
Yeah,
script
I
was
was gonna
awful.
say,
I thought he did okay.
What do you think of Invincible? How
I
about
guess
that?
that'd be okay.
Invincible ripped. It's good. Ripped ass.
Mark, we need to talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think, Simon.
I liked when
Whoops.
what was his name? Hank? Nolan?
Nolan.
Yeah, I liked when he had the red eyes. That was funny because it looked like he smoked weed.
Yeah, it's like the whole episode. His eyes are really
Yeah.
That was the big meme.
This is what cannabis does to you.
Yeah.
Mark, we need to talk about cannabis.
Mark, we need to talk.
Yeah, all the memes about that were pretty good.
Yeah, I like J.K. Simmons.
He's great.
Yeah, he's great. The voice acting in that show is phenomenal.
Yeah, that I imagine you guys already talked about the
Yeah,
finale,
we
right?
went
Yeah.
way into
We
it.
did.
Well, it blew
Nate
me
was
away.
here about it.
It blew me away.
We talked
Yeah.
about it.
Nate
And
was
I'm
here.
sure you guys.
I know you were teetering on the edge of do I like it, do I not like it because of the college episode.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they needed at least one filler. That was like the only like real filler episode, though.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I liked most of the season, but that finale definitely cemented it for me. Like, okay, this is legit. This is
Yeah.
really good.
This is
Like, It
legit.
took a little while to heat up, but the stuff they were playing with in that episode was, whew,
Yeah.
whew.
It's fire.
We told Ryan and Brian, our friends, to watch it, and Brian watched the whole show in a day, I think, or some shit like that. Like he was up till 5 a.m. yesterday watching it. So like, most people really enjoy the show.
Do we have a timeline for when the next season's gonna come around?
Probably
Probably a
from now.
year, and it'll start around the same time as it started this
Better be
year.
more than like 8 goddamn episodes.
They'll,
or whatever it was.
I
But I
bet
mean, it's-
they'll increase it to 10.
Wow.
But it's 8 like 40, 50-minute episodes. Like if you split it in half, and it was
That
like
is
16,
ass,
20-minute
dude.
episodes.
Anime seasons are like 20 episodes.
Yeah, but each episode's like 20 minutes long.
That's
It's
a good point.
the more episodes you get with the longer 45-minute animation, the more expensive it's gonna get.
Mhm.
Animation's usually not even that good though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
but I
don't
think
know.
at most we're probably only getting like 10 episodes max.
There's, dude, how many, like, this this has been a long-running series. Is it still going? Is Robert Kirkman still?
No, he finished
No, I
it
completely
a while ago.
Yeah.
But it's a long series.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
So
I guess they're gonna just cut a lot of stuff out, right?
I don't know. I mean, you could keep
From
doing
what-
this for like 8 seasons.
Yeah, there's still milking the Walking
from
Dead.
what I've read, they
And
they haven't cut out that much, and basically where it finished is the first third of the first third of the story. So like, there's 3 compendiums. It finishes at the third of that book.
You think they'll start doing a lot of image stuff as like movies and TV shows?
Probably.
Because there's
I mean,
a
definitely.
it's a whole well of
Yeah.
comic book properties
You
that
know,
haven't been done.
I'll say this: Seth Rogen has produced 3 of these. No, 2.
2 out of 3.
Well, he's
but
making a
going
live
to-
action Invincible as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be a
Holy
going to
shit.
be involved with
Yeah.
the third.
That's wild.
But that's the same property.
It is.
Okay,
the same,
but
yeah.
no. He
It's
did
weird that
Preacher.
he's doing
That's a
live
Dark
action.
Horse comic,
Yeah.
right? That was well
Which one?
received. People liked that.
Which one?
Preacher.
Seth
Preacher.
Rogen, I'm pretty
I
sure
haven't seen that.
executive produced that.
Yeah, he did.
And then The Boys, of course, huge hit, and now Invincible.
What?
Yeah.
Who made the boys? Is that Dark Horse?
Dark Horse.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Dark
It's either
Horse?
Dark Horse
Um,
or Image. It's one of the 2.
But the point is, Seth Rogen was first to the party of realizing, oh shit.
I have the boys
You know,
comic. I should
like-
know. I think it's not Image.
It's not.
It's not.
It must be.
I
Dark
Google.
Horse,
Hold on. I'm
then.
Googling.
It must be Dork Horse.
Yeah. But
What is
Seth
it?
Rogen's on that shit.
Published by Wildstorm, which is owned by DC.
And
before moving to
he
Dynamite
was in Green
Entertainment.
That's true. Kato.
But yeah, like easily 9 seasons worth of stuff from the 3. I mean, from the entire series.
I hope they just bring Alan Alien back.
Yeah, I hope they get him to laugh, and it's just Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I hope like there's a scene where he meets Nolan out in space and they smoke weed. It's like, don't hurt me. I got a joint here.
Yeah, it's weird having knowledge of what's gonna happen.
You really have been practicing the Seth Rogen impression.
No, it's every time I come here. it
That
just
could be
happens.
real Seth Rogen dialogue. Don't hurt me.
He's like, look at this fucker. Like, I got a joint.
I need to make sure I don't let anything slip because it's fresh on my mind.
He
Oh, you
just
know a
read
lot
the-
more
the
now?
comic
I know a
books.
lot more now.
Well, Seb, didn't you read a good chunk of it?
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, but who
forgotten
remembers?
Yeah.
the man
If you
speak.
read enough shit, it's just.
it. Well, I mean, he
Um,
mentioned it on previous episodes.
Am I right in my remembering that Will, the best friend character,
He's straight.
he's
yeah.
straight in the comic? So I didn't just because I was saying I
thought
remember
you were
him
saying
having
that
a
that's a
romance with
spoiler,
Adam
like-
Eve.
Yeah, he does.
But that would be a weird thing if I just made that up.
Yeah, no.
But I didn't.
think
I'm not
that's-
crazy.
That's a good character dynamic, though. That before he came out, he was in a relationship with Adam Eve, right?
I don't think that's what.
No,
it is
no.
in
In the
show, though.
comic,
No, in
he's
the
not
comics,
gay
he's
at all.
just
No,
straight.
but I mean, in the show, isn't that what they changed it to?
In
No,
the
he's
show,
just-
he's
no,
just
he's just
gay the
gay.
whole time.
Yeah,
Gay
he's
as
just
hell,
didn't
man.
they say
Gay
something?
as the day
Didn't
is long.
Wasn't he with a female before?
No.
No.
You're
In
fucking
the first
crazy,
episode, he was
dude.
talking about how some
What
hot,
the
some
fuck
guy
are
was
you
hot.
talking
and, like, how
about?
he's
Talking about
into
how
it.
Omni-Man is hot.
Yeah, he was talking about how hot Omni-Man was.
There's no
Was
mention.
Omni-
Yeah, and then he
Bi or
kisses
something?
Omni-Man, and then he starts rubbing Omni-Man's chest with his hand. You don't remember
Did I miss
that?
That
episode?
scene where Omni-Man went to Will to find Mark, they kissed him goodbye.
Did they fuck?
Dude,
Yeah,
it's like
man,
a
you don't
mind-
remember that?
You don't remember that?
I mean,
You got to rewatch it.
yeah, it's a while before the
Yeah,
next
no,
season,
he-
but I'll have to rewatch
He
it.
was
I'll
gay
have
the
to-
whole time.
Omni-Man was?
No,
Secret.
his
That's the-
friend.
In the finale when he was like, Mark, all, what are they called?
Viltrumites.
Viltrumites are gay. I didn't tell you this. No,
I'm gay. No.
people of Earth never made me gay. Think, Mark.
Think about it. Why wouldn't you be gay? Oh, I guess.
Think about all that time I spent with your gay friend.
Think. It was all a setup.
Yeah.
This is a good podcast.
It's so good though. The comic is like amazing.
Is the show, how do you think it stacks up?
They added some stuff in to the comic. Like, for example, Cecil isn't introduced until after the fight with Omni-Man.
I don't care.
No, I mean, I'm saying there's
That
stuff
was
changed
all
around.
episode 1, dude. That was like,
I like Cecil though.
why don't you
Cecil these nuts. What were you gonna say?
And isn't it until about issue
Why
6
don't you
or 7
cease and desist?
that Omni-Man kills the
Yeah.
Guardians of the Globe?
Issue 27.
No, 6 or 7.
Oh.
And doesn't
But
he
no,
like just
like-
wipe them out? Like, isn't it like
in
not
the
a
comic,
fight?
he just
Oh yeah,
does it like
it's
nothing.
one page.
There's no fight scene. He
There's
just
no fight scene. He
obliterates
just
them.
kills him.
Which I mean, the fight scene's cool, but I think that's a little cooler because he's just so easy for
I
him.
think in the show the point is that he made it look like that they were all attacked so he could draw it out for as long as possible, right?
Oh, really?
I think that's
Yeah,
what
I think
he was
so.
going for.
That's the theory.
I
I think the other credible thing is that the writers just wanted to make the Guardians not seem like
A bunch of
a bunch of pushovers. Yeah.
Yeah. They put up a decent fight.
But as to how it stacks up, I like both of them equally. It's just like the comic, I'm just further ahead of the story. You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
Does it have Alan Alien?
Yeah, of course. Of course it has Alien.
Is it Seth Rogen though?
yeah, it's Seth Rogen.
I
in the
read
comic.
it as,
voice-
as
Oh,
if
do you
it's,
read
I
it
read
as
it as
Seth
if it's
Rogen?
Seth
Yeah, that's
Rogen.
good.
So
How long do we have to wait before he smokes weed in the show?
he
Probably
hasn't
not
smoked
long.
weed in the book, so
Ooh,
Okay, but you really
rocks.
think Seth Rogen as the executive producer wouldn't be like, I want my character to smoke a joint? Like, come on.
He did that in The Boys, didn't he?
Did he?
who did he have smoke weed in the boys?
Homelander.
Frenchie.
Homebanger?
Okay, when is Homelander gonna smoke weed?
When is Homebanger gonna smoke?
Good
You know, in like the
question,
first
right?
episode of the boy. No, it's not the first. Is the first one that Frenchie's in? The character of Frenchie. He goes
fry.
like, "Hey man, you want a candy flip?" to Huey, and Huey's like, "What?" And he's like, "It's MDMA and ecstasy. You want to do it?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to do hard drugs right now." And then Frenchie just pops in his mouth.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
whole episode, he's on fucking MDMA.
Do they blow up?
That's
That's
crazy.
when they blow
That's
up.
when they blow up.
Homelander,
When they
yeah.
put-
Do they blow up
Invisible
Invisible guy in that
Lad.
episode?
I mean, that's how we got the
Translucent.
idea to put a bomb in translucent a butthole.
A butthole.
I can't wait for season 3 of that. That's
I can wait, dude. That show.
This show fucking
You love that
sucks.
show.
No,
What
I
do you
do. I
mean?
like that
Yeah,
show.
you
The
love that
Boys?
a lot.
More like
The Boys.
yeah.
Goys?
Goys,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
okay.
That's not a bad riff.
They're all not Jewish, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Homebanger.
Garrett, you had like an anecdote to say before we started
Oh,
recording?
yeah. I
Yeah, tell us
came
your
home.
anecdote.
My parents were like, your dog, we thought he died.
What?
Yeah, Monty.
Montgomery?
What happened? Was he
So they were playing in the front yard, right?
dead? Yeah.
And he was just running real fast. And when he runs at full speed, his back legs are like off the ground the way he runs.
So just runs on
Penny
his
was
front
just
legs?
coming the other way and T-boned him and slammed him into one of those pillars, the 2 pillars for the stairs.
Yeah.
And he just started like screaming.
Is he
And he's
okay?
been bleeding in his butt. Not his
sorry.
butt
What the hell,
directly,
dude?
but like on the back of his thigh.
Oh, he got a little scuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so not in
Am
his
I-
butt.
No,
He
not
was
in his
bleeding
butt.
out of his
Yeah, I
ass.
You said in his butt.
My
Yeah.
dad was like,
what
we
you
thought
said.
he like, punctured his lung or broke a rib or broke his leg, but he's fine.
Is he fine? Is he chilling?
Yeah, he's
being a
chilling.
big
He's just bleeding.
whiner.
It's just a little bit
Classic
of blood.
Monty.
But yeah,
He's always crying.
I was
That was a
like,
fucking
Jesus,
emotional
if
roller
that had
coaster
gone
you took.
worse and I came home to a dead dog, that would have sucked ass.
That's true.
Yeah.
I would have been out of commission for like weeks.
You keep an eye on Penny. Next time she won't miss.
Yeah, Penny's out to get him. It sounds like she's out to.
She was intentionally trying to take him out.
Yeah,
She's a hired
I'm
gun.
mad at Penny now.
What are you gonna do?
You gonna beat her?
Beat her up.
Give her the belt.
We're gonna
Grab her by her tail and
take it,
Slam her
around.
take it to the boxing ring and fight each other.
Oh,
gonna punch your dog?
No, I'm not gonna do anything to her. It was an accident.
Jeez.
today, kimchi. Okay, so I got kimchi this my
You gonna punch Kimchi?
No, he hits me. I got actually a few weeks ago he bit me.
Kimchi's a boy.
Kimchi's a he?
Watching baseball.
Is it Kim he?
Kimchi's a he. I was
Not a Kim she? Look, man, you wanted me to be the third guy on the podcast.
I bought him this
is what I
little like
do.
house thing. You guys you've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, but he's supposed to go inside of it.
I've seen it.
And it like dangles from like the top of his cage, and you're supposed to sit inside it. He always lays on top of it, and today he was laying on top, and he was like, he had his whole face tucked down, and he was asleep. It was the cutest thing ever, but it looked like he was dead for a second. But I saw that he was breathing.
Wait, he has. What? Wait.
It's like a little house. It's like a little like hidey hole that hangs with hooks like to the top of his cage, and it's like made of like fabric. It's like an enclosed thing.
Like a hammock?
Yeah, but it's enclosed.
Okay.
So he's supposed to go inside, but he just lays on top of it.
What? Can't
Wait.
figure out how to get in there?
No,
or
he
what?
he sits inside, but he also lays on top. I don't know why. I think it probably just gets too high in there for him.
So it's not like it's more like a tent than a hammock.
Sure. But today
Can't lay
he
on
was
top of it.
he was laying on
If
top.
you lay
of
on
it,
top of a hammock, you're doing it right.
and it looked like he was dead, but he was just sleeping.
Garrett just made a pass at me.
It's not true.
Well, what would you call it?
It's just
You're
touching
just
your
what?
knee.
You're just touching my knee? Now you ripped out my headphone cord.
Oh no.
I'd call that making a pass.
Yeah, I'd call it making a pass.
Is that a threat?
I don't know.
Title 9, Garrett.
I don't know what that
Title
means.
9 from outer space, dude.
So what else? What else you guys
Have you guys seen Plan 9 from outer space?
No.
No, have you guys seen Earth Girls Are Easy?
No,
No,
dude.
it's
Being
I
like
still
terrible.
You seen
Alien
Weird
movies.
Science?
Awful James John.
James John,
Blue
yeah.
Goon. What the fuck is his
John
name?
Jim Carrey?
John Goodman.
Jim Carrey
No,
and Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, and
James John
Damon.
Goldblum.
James John.
John Goldblum.
John
Jeff
Goldblum.
Jeff
Jeff
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Jeff
Jesus
Goldblum.
Jeff
Christ.
Goldblum. He's the best.
Oh, guys,
Revenge of the Nerds?
someone's
Oh,
walking into
Why was he in
Garrett's
so many
garage
shitty
right now
movies?
to be a podcast guest. It's Jeff Goldblum. Hey, hi,
Jeff.
hi.
Jeff,
Hi there.
that does not
it's
sound
good
like
to be
your
here.
voice,
Don't you have
Jeff.
a Disney show to be shooting?
I do. It's on National Geographic.
No, it's on fucking Disney Plus.
Well,
It's a
What are you
National
talking
Geographic show, though.
about? That's my bad, Jeff.
Is that Jeff? Can you just sit out for the
Jeff,
rest
do
of
you
this
know
one?
where you are?
No, I woke up in a box that was outside of the street.
Jeff, do you know that you're just our friend Sebastian doing a bit?
What are you talking about, Garrett? That's Jeff Goldblum.
Trying to
sitting
get
right
meta,
there.
you
Well,
fuck.
if that were true, I couldn't
Garrett's
say
threatening
hello
to
to
hit all of
Sebastian.
us today.
I haven't threatened to
right
hit
now.
Then
Simon.
do it.
Oh, okay. I will right now, and there will be it'll be seamless. Here we go.
What? What is going on?
Why aren't you doing it?
Hi there, Sebastian. It's nice. Oh, hey, Jeff
Oh,
Goldblum.
shit. Seb, you're still here.
Yeah,
Okay, that's my bad, Jeff. That's
it's
my-
really nice to meet you, man. I'm a big fan of you. I actually do an impression of you. Do you want to hear it?
Let her rip, Seb.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it in a little bit.
No. Break it out.
No, I don't
Come
know.
on, we all
I,
want to
Come
hear
on.
it.
I don't know.
Jeff's only gonna be here so long.
Well, I'm
He wants to
embarrassed.
hear
He's
it.
leaving. He's got to leave. Come
Jeff,
on.
oh,
Oh,
pissed him
hey.
off.
Dude, that's
I'm just
scary.
imagining myself listening to the podcast and that entire exchange, and I'm just
What? Jeff Goldblum
What,
coming
you'd
on a
rather
podcast?
listen to
That's
yourself
great.
talk about Mortal
Jeff
Kombat for the
Goldblum.
third time?
Came to the fucking
Yes.
studio, and you guys ignored him the whole time he's on the podcast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I
could
was
have
trying
been
to talk
asking
to
him stuff about the movie industry.
look who's here.
Could have been asking him stuff about his Disney Plus show.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, which is
We got
made
Thomas
through
here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
National Geographic.
Would you like a
Fifth
chair?
member.
I'm good. I'll just sit right here.
You guys,
You're gonna sit on the ground.
You can sit on the couch.
Yeah, we
Sleep.
got room on the couch, bro.
There's room on the couch. There's a
This is
chair.
fascinating.
Yeah, you can talk into my mic.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
talk into your
yeah.
mic.
Okay. Welcome, Thomas, everybody.
Yeah, you can talk in my
Man.
mic.
We don't
What's the
have.
topic at hand.
Nothing.
Thomas is here on the podcast.
Oh my god.
No,
Sebastian
was just doing a
his Jeff Goldblum impression.
Goldblum bit.
No,
but
that is
Jeff
not what happened,
but
guys.
Jeff
Jeff
Goldblum
Goldblum
No,
was
you were
on
doing
the
it
show,
for Jeff
and we
Goldblum.
were all talking to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, but he left.
And I was talking about maybe I'd do an impression.
Later on.
Yeah, that was what was happening, I guess. I'd rather talk to this guy.
What do you want to know?
What is it?
How
that
you doing,
do?
man? What were you
Let's settle
doing?
this.
What were you doing right before this?
I was doing my CS project, you know.
Yeah.
Little brain
Oh, me
fried,
too.
But,
You can talk into either one of these.
It's just how it goes sometimes.
You want to dive?
Maybe he talks into both at the
I'm
same
good, I'm
time.
good.
Okay, all right.
Not a soda drinker.
Do you
How
want water?
How you been, man?
Oh, you
How
have
been
water.
in general.
Just chilling, you know. School is just a little.
What's your
painful.
CS project?
Come on, give us an
It's like
entire
a-
breakdown of your life.
It's like your own little like you put your own proposal in. So mine's like a recipe consolidator type thing.
Oh, that's nice.
So I like hop on a website and I web scrape like the title, like the like the ingredients, the recipe steps. And now I'm making a GUI, so like a user face. That, like,
You're making a GUI?
Yeah.
I was doing that before I came over here. Am I right?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you shouldn't have high-fived that hand, bro.
Gross.
But yeah, so then I save all the info into like a database, and then like you insert the ingredients you want to search for in the little search bar. You press the button, and then it queries it through SQL.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
What are
yeah.
you writing it in?
Python.
Oh, sweat.
Python.
I'm writing a chess program with like this team.
You doing it in Scratch?
It's the worst. No, I'm doing it in
But
C.
CS projects in
It's the worst
teams
program
is
I've ever
just the
It's,
worst.
it's so hard, like getting everyone's code to work together, and these guys like there's this like software where like everyone can work on it and then like upload it and like
There
we
are more
can
people.
merge it all together.
Oh, is it
But
like
these
IntelliJ type?
it's
Who did
Git.
you-
We just use
Oh,
Git,
okay,
but
okay.
but you could like
Robinson
integrate it with
Brian?
any.
I mean, I
IDE.
invited Nate, so.
These guys just
Snake
couldn't
them?
figure it out for the first
I
like
don't-
3 weeks.
I don't think so.
And I was like, guys, like they kept uploading it to Google Drive, so I had to like download their code
And
and
then push
merge
it,
it with
commit it,
mine.
everything.
And I was
Yeah.
like, you guys really need to figure this out. My team is like, they're all right. It's just like it took us a while to figure things out, and the final release is on Monday, and
Oh,
Talking
that's
about
tough.
nerds.
it's the worst program
bunch
I've
of
ever
nerds.
made.
Yeah, a bunch of nerds.
I'm
How
being honest.
much time do you guys have left in your semesters?
4
We
weeks.
just finished week 6, so
We got
4
5 weeks, 5 weeks.
including finals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4 weeks of
So you're
classes.
like
and then
barely
final.
halfway through?
They're on the quarters.
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically just got.
We
the
finished like
halfway mark.
June 18th is the last day finals.
Yeah, June something.
They were on the
Mid-June.
quarters. Quarter
Yeah, I
system.
don't know how that. Isn't it still? Doesn't it all still default back to semesters though? Like, don't you guys do that within the semester?
What do you
Isn't there a larger semester?
No,
No,
it's
no,
just
just
three
Every quarter
quarters.
is different classes.
Yeah.
It's 10 weeks. Three
Huh.
3
3 to 4
quarters.
classes.
Yeah.
That sounds weird. I wonder what system I'm on.
You're on the semester system, right?
I am?
How many terms do you have like per school year?
It's online school, man. I'm not there.
Like how many sets of classes do you have?
And how long do they
Sets
last?
of classes? Well,
10 weeks, 16 weeks.
the first semester where everything was in quarantine, I was like, fuck, I'm not doing any school.
right.
Respect.
I was like, I'll take a gap year. But then all the fun things about taking a gap year, like traveling and doing stuff, I
All
couldn't
gone.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I take class again.
So how long are your
I
terms?
don't
Are they
know.
16 weeks?
I don't know. It's been a blur. I don't know. You couldn't.
Sounds like he's on.
I couldn't tell you what I did yesterday, man.
That's fair.
I could tell you. I was.
You were making a GUI.
I was working at the juice, which is kind of making a GUI in
lot
a
of
different
GUIs,
way.
eh?
Yeah, I make
Oh, you know
various
what?
goos and juices.
You had like some weird interactions last week at your work that you're telling us. Anything weird happened this week?
Yeah, weird stuff happens at the juice. Like today, people kept coming in, and I'd be like, "Yeah, hi, welcome to McDonald's. Like, what can I get you?" Like as a little joke, and nobody noticed. People would just be like, "Yeah, hi, can I get a juice?"
All right, Brian's here, so I'm gonna hop out real quick.
Are you gonna go say stuff? All right.
Yeah,
I was
Thanks
about
for
to
being
ask
on the
who else is
podcast.
coming over.
Didn't realize we were having a
Thank you for the
party
picture.
tonight.
Yeah,
Realized we were.
this is a partay.
Yeah.
Didn't realize the whole.
Yeah, send the next
Here you
guy.
go,
in.
boys.
We're doing interviews. Yeah. So
doing
no one
casting
laughed at your
couch.
funny joke. Like last
They
week
didn't
where you
notice.
made a joke and the guy
I would
was
be like, "Hey, welcome to O'Reilly Auto Parts," and they'd be like, "Yeah, can I get a pizza?"
People are really
Can we get a
in their own
muffler?
heads, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
they gotta empty those heads.
At one point,
Oh!
that's the name of the show.
Is our intro music just for everything?
Yeah, you gotta remember to keep putting it in throughout the episode.
Okay, I guess I'll
Like a
remember that when I edit
rim
this.
shot every time we make a joke.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
like
put it
a
in
rim job.
At one
Every
point,
time
someone
we
was
make a
like-
joke, "Am I
Come
right?"
on, dude.
So a customer, they were like, "Can I get like a large, like kale cucumber juice, like the biggest size you have, like extra large if you have it?" And I was like, "We don't. We have a large. That's the. There's no extra."
So did
What,
you
you
just
fucking
give them the
crazy?
large?
And I threw a cup at them.
What?
Oh, nice.
Didn't happen.
Did you lose your job?
Do you not have extra large though?
No, we just have a large.
I like that. I feel like really small, medium, large. If you're spacing them out right, that's all you need.
You know, we have a large and a regular. So sometimes people are like medium, and I'm like, I'm gonna give them the regular, but that's wrong. They're wrong.
That's the thing about American
medium.
fast food joints. A small
It's the
is the
smallest size.
size of like a medium. you know, and then a medium is like this massive fucking cup.
Well, what is medium,
And
man?
then the large is like this bucket
also
that you
it's
slurping
relative.
from.
No,
like,
but
it's
I
gross.
feel like there is an objective too much. Like if you're ordering liquid in something that's like going to be disposed of, there's, I think, objectively too much to order. Like,
Yeah, because you
that's
only
true.
have so much bladder room. You know?
Yeah.
What are you, a camel?
are you just going to be drinking from
Is this too large?
a paper
Yeah,
cup
that's
with
ridiculous.
straw in it all day? No, you're not. And they put ice in there and shit. Once the ice, you're not going to still be drinking.
Yeah, and it's
that shit.
plastic. How much plastic do you want to use?
Yeah,
That's true.
Simon, do you remember when we were in like 6th grade, we made a little book about a rhino and he had a little bird on his nose?
Mhm.
And there was some kind of joke about like
you made that,
size
yes.
extra
Oh my God.
medium.
Yes.
Okay.
But I was
That,
there for the whole.
that kind of relates to what we're
So-
talking about.
So
I really liked that character
Nice,
design.
man.
That was a really
you just
excellent.
just
character.
reminded me. The other day, my mom
just
was like
that,
going
Brian.
through shit, and she found like this folder of stuff that I did in like the 3rd or 4th grade, or maybe even younger. I don't remember, but it was like this drawing, and it was like a really shitty drawing of like lightning striking, and then it struck like a dude, and I wrote like a caption, and I was like, this is a picture of a guy getting struck by lightning and he died. And I was like, I don't know. I wish I took a picture of it, but it was the funniest shit ever. Just
He
because, like,
specifically died.
yeah, like 4th grade me, like drawing shitty lightning,
Turning it into the teacher.
Yeah,
Is it a
Look what I did.
Stick figure? Or
yeah. No, it was all stick figures. It was so shit, but I don't know why it was so funny. I wish I took a picture. I'll send you guys a picture later if I find it again.
Stick figures are really the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still only draw a stick figure. I can't draw a thing.
I was looking through my old, projects, and I found a set of these.
Nobody
That you
saying
got in
anything.
your classes.
Oh, but
Fucking bad grades, dude.
you fucking bad
I didn't
grades.
say these. I said these.
Oh, these nuts.
All right.
I set them up.
You shouldn't have set him up for him.
You knock them
You
down.
shouldn't have said of these nuts.
Oh, that one wasn't as good. This is all interesting
I'm
stuff.
pretty sure it's the effort that counts with a D's nuts joke, right?
Sometimes.
Like as long as the
Yeah.
delivery is there and the intention is there, it's like freestyling, you know?
Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
every bar has to rhyme if it's like, effective.
Speaking of bars.
Yeah, didn't you say you wanted to drop some bars?
Well, later, yeah. Like when we're not on the
okay.
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Just like as a hanging out thing.
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
we
yeah, that'd
spit
be
some
good.
bars
Yeah,
together.
we'd all
like,
have to
Yeah.
get a little rhyme circle.
I mean,
going.
no, that sounds gay.
Okay,
That's-
if you don't want to participate, you don't have
Well,
to.
Sebastian, all Viltrumites are gay, so
That's true. So
Can that be the name of this episode?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I felt bad for Mark's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call her a pet. Imagine hearing
but
that.
also
It
she's
only
gonna
gets
watch
worse
her
for her.
kid not age at all, and then she's gonna die, and her kid's gonna be like 30, and he's gonna be like,
It's not even going to
"Bye,
be 30.
Mom."
It's not even going to be 30.
He's gonna be Markiplier by that point.
Hey, this reminds me
By
of
the
a
time you
kinda
look 30, everyone around you will be dead.
loosely related thing I've been thinking about. I want to throw at you guys. Think about this. If everybody became sterile at once, then we could stop worrying about global warming.
Yes.
And we could just like
Then we'd
fucking
stop worrying
party
about
until we're all dead. You know
humanity.
what I'm saying?
Yep. But
It would kind of fix every problem.
it would also probably cause very high suicide rates, I imagine.
Yeah.
Sure,
You know,
but
people wanna
But then
have-
I mean, after all that, after
People
the
want to
process-
have kids,
right.
People-
But eventually,
I
I think
mean-
eventually people would get over it. Like, okay, are
The
you gonna kill
people
yourself
who-
if you become sterile? Probably not.
No.
You'd probably keep going.
No, but
not
I
like-
don't want to be sterile.
Okay, but if the choice was taken away, right?
No, I mean, I'm with you. I would be like, fuck yeah, human race is doomed. I've been hoping for this all along.
I'd
But it just
adopt-
makes you
I'd
think about,
adopt
like,
Simon.
How we
As my son.
like everything about like
you better mean his
This is
brother.
this is just Children of Men.
yeah. I think there's a movie
Yeah, at
where
the
it
beginning
happens.
of Children.
I don't
of
think
Men,
it's a very sad,
"Oh,
dark movie.
Baby Lucas died or whatever, and it's like some like
the
Justin
coffee
Bieber
shop
as,
explodes.
Like 18-year-old guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
But think about like most world problems are because we want to like leave a better world for our children. But think about how different the world would be
If we didn't
if that
have
was
children.
changed. Yeah,
I
if
think-
we were just
Well,
living for.
I think
People
if-
would also
now.
probably be fucking.
been a bear.
All right, the audio
Okay.
cut out again.
Yeah, the audio got cut out. Sorry, lads.
surprised about what the true answer is.
Oh. Is it actually Sasquatch?
It could be.
You guys are just talking Squatch.
Okay, so you guys are talking about the kids thing?
Documentary on.
Yeah, if
They
everybody...
moved on to Squatch though.
We're talking about what if everybody all at once involuntarily became sterile.
Yes.
So you guys said while I was fixing the audio, like it doesn't really seem like there's a point of having children, right?
Well,
I mean, that's a pretty... I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
There's definitely a very obvious point, which is to, like, what moss does, to spread out. Right?
Nice one.
I think that's what the point is, to make more of us, like when a cell divides.
But it's not like... Okay, well, yeah, there is the human element, or like the natural...
Biological, natural.
Yeah, of like needing to make more of your own whatever.
Well, needing is where I think we differ.
What'd you say?
I don't think it's needing. I think it's wanting.
Well, it's a
But-
need because like like most people like naturally feel that.
Yeah.
So it is a need. Like to procreate is a biological thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd say we feel the need to have sex.
to speed.
But the need to have a child,
Well, why do you have
Do
the
wild
need to have
animals?
sex?
Are you saying wild animals?
well, it's a physical
Don't need
urge.
to-
It's like
to
they
make-
need
Why
to
is it
learn.
a physical urge?
Because men need to bust a nut regularly. I mean, they do. Like.
Are you asking why do we have a sex drive?
I mean,
it's
yeah.
to get us to mate.
Exactly.
But you can pull out, you know what I'm saying?
You're the worst.
You don't need to go
Right. Okay.
all the way up to the home plate. You can stop right before you slide in. And
I'm pretty sure it's technically still home plate.
I don't know anything
but
about baseball, but
So I guess for me it's like a lot of you want to like be around because like everyone knows that
that's
they're gonna
what it
die.
is. It's fear. It's fear of
It's fear of
mortality.
because you're gonna die, right? So the next best thing
I think so.
to being immortal
Having a legacy
is
that
to
lives
have a
on.
legacy. You have someone who continues your name, your work, your whatever, or not. But
Well,
like,
I don't want to burden someone with that, frankly.
but yeah, or not exactly. Like, I mean, I'm not.
You don't have
continuing
to.
what
I mean,
my
I think people
parents
come
do.
up with all kinds of justification because they feel this urge, right?
Right.
And then I think what happens a lot of time with humans and reason is we know we want something intuitively without reason, and then we apply reason afterwards, and we kind of after the fact go in and go like, well, this is why I want this.
Right. Okay.
And they do studies where they like show people like a bunch of faces and they ask you to say yes or no. And then they go through the stack of faces and they go, why did you say yes to this person? Why did you say no to this person? And the person gives you a reason. But they can even switch out the faces for a person that they've never seen before. And they go, why did you say yes to this person? And the person will come up with a reason.
right.
Right.
They'll
yeah.
fill in that. And I think we do that too. We go, oh, I know I want to have sex. I know I like being around little kids. They make me happy.
Shouldn't
Why
have
do
put
I
those
want
right
that?
next to each other.
I know.
Those are separate statements,
Yeah.
by the way.
But you know, all these things that make people want to have kids, like you think about having children makes you happy, and then you apply the reason. You go, oh, I must want that because it's a way to ensure a legacy or whatever, and kind of become immortal.
Right. Yeah. In a way.
Right. But you're not really becoming immortal. You're creating somebody else who's gonna have a whole different legacy, right?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I just expect that when I bite the dust, then I've bit the dust, you know.
Mhm.
So I would like to believe that like it's like fuck yeah, my kid's down there, and I'm gonna be peeping at him from the beyond realm.
Yeah.
Since that's
Peeping
not in
at
my
him.
personal beliefs, it's
Beyond
like
realm.
yeah, it's just like shit. I
Yeah.
feel like my kid would resent me for bringing him into this world.
Yeah.
Do you resent your parents?
A
I
little bit.
yeah.
You do not resent your parents.
Oh,
for,
I totally resent my
into the
parents
world.
all the time, man.
You
No, and
hate-
I've had fights with them where I'm like, why did you even have me? You know?
No way.
What do you mean no way?
I
Yeah.
mean, I
Sad.
just, I don't.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
either.
telling you, I have.
Okay, that's fair.
We have very different.
Just look
parents,
at the baseball scene of
Immortal or
That's
Twilight?
Invincible. The way Invincible's mom describes it to Omni-Man, humanity, like
Yeah, that's
when
true.
she's talking about Mark and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but Mark hit a little dinger, okay?
Little
He hit a
dinger?
dinger.
No, but the way
Why are you saying it like
she's
that?
describing it,
Oh,
talking
Mark,
about
run!
humanity and
I
child.
see it. I saw it.
these are resonant themes. I mean,
beat the shit out of my son.
and he starts
I-
crying
I
and
think-
he flies away.
I don't know. I think it's like, for me,
I would fuck it up.
You think you would, though.
I also don't think the world, like, imagine explaining to your kid, like, hey, so you're white, and here's what that means right now. Or
like
here, this is what global
yeah.
warming is. This is what to say to a kid to, like, because you don't start knowing that. You have this illusion that the world's this, like, wonderful place, and then that slowly gets
They're gonna
shattered.
grow up on the internet and shit. I don't want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking agony.
There's a way of doing
There's
it
no way.
better.
There's no way.
There's no
Hey!
way. We can have another guest. I think,
Natal oil.
for me, it's like I love the idea of bringing a kid into this world and teaching them and, like, aiding them to have, like, to lead their own life, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
like that's what my parents did. They're supportive of me, like, whatever I wanted to do, whether it was engineering school or, you know, whatever the fuck. So, like, I love the idea of doing that for someone else, and
Yeah.
especially someone being of my own blood, like, would
That
be
makes sense.
more-
I think most
Yeah.
people feel that way. I think
But-
most people, they love the idea of having children, and they have a, belief that they could do it right, and, like, not fuck up the kid, because otherwise they wouldn't do it probably, right?
You know, not every situation is going to be perfect. Like, I'm not a perfect human being. I'll obviously fuck up in some aspects.
Okay.
But I know to learn from my mistakes and from my parents' mistakes or other people's mistakes throughout my life enough to work around it. I don't know. I just feel like I could.
There's
handle
also
that.
the chance of, reliving certain experiences through your kid,
Yeah.
which is.
But not vicariously
That
through
would be
them.
depressing because you only get one batch of kids, right? I mean, in
One
all
brood?
likelihood, you're never gonna have you're not gonna have your progeny extend beyond 20 years max. If you're fucking Sean Connery or something, you might have a kid when you're 70. But what kind of relationship are you gonna have with that? The point is, so you get childhood, and then you get childhood again when you experience it with your own child, but you don't get it a third time.
No,
and people who try to
kinda
as grandparents,
your grandkid.
Yeah. But it's different.
I guess, but
With the grandparents, it's
I don't
only
want
like
it
fun
another time.
things.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Then you
Well,
don't have
it
to
probably
do it.
depends.
Just
Like,
leave it
if you
alone.
had
I
a
just want
childhood that
continue.
hurt a lot, you don't want to repeat that.
Yeah.
Well, then you could either make it better for them if you don't.
Okay, don't you feel fucking guilty to be increasing the fucking overpopulation?
Yeah,
of this
there's too
world,
many
bro?
people. That's another point. And
We
I
don't need
imagine
more
like
fucking people. Everyone thinks their person is the person worth bringing into this world. They're not.
That's-
this is
that's
a
what it
message
comes
to
down
all
to.
potential future
Yeah.
parents. Don't fucking have kids. There's enough of them. Yours is not that. I mean, it could be very special. I'm sure it would be a fantastic kid, but the world doesn't fucking need your kid.
Well, and I'll step in there. I don't
So
think it would be
mean.
fantastic because most of the time it's not. Most people have been through some kind of trauma in their lives, and I think about one day that kid might look at me and ask me "Oh, why did you decide to have kids?" And
Yeah, it was
any answer I have that begins with "Well, I wanted" or "I felt," anything that has to do with my own desire is not going to be good enough.
You're creating another
No matter-
person for your own desire.
No matter what I want, that shouldn't matter because
That should be between.
that's not on him. He didn't ask for
nature
that.
But
and Thanos.
you don't have to make it so selfish. You sound like you feel guilty for making it selfish, but everyone most people have that thought. So it really isn't. It's like this.
I think most people have selfish desires.
Of course, but especially when it comes to having children, it's like a human thing,
Yeah.
right?
So is eating meat, and I choose not to do that.
Sure, yeah, but I don't know, feeling bad about the selfish quote unquote aspect.
Making faces, dude.
It's getting ready to slam someone with a folding chair. Like
I
the
never,
last
I
act of
never
a
remembered the game.
wrestling match.
I still don't.
The game.
He was at
It's a
separate
tiny
thing.
conversation.
Anyways, I don't know. I just think, for me personally, having children is definitely one of my goals, and just giving them the opportunity to experience life however they want, within reason, of course. I'm not gonna let my kid do crazy shit, but
Why the fuck not? This world sucks dick and
no, I mean
balls. Let 'em
I'm
do
not gonna let my
whatever.
kid murder people or
This
whatever.
world
You know what I mean?
sucks dick and balls.
And that's the thing. Okay, if I
Wait, sorry, one sec. I had an idea for a T-shirt, and it's Simon's face from a particular video clip I have of him that I won't go into detail about. But imagine this: is Simon's face super
how
low
are we
res,
supposed to know?
and it says, "My world is fucking broken."
You gotta show us this picture. Nate, what do you think about having kids?
Yeah,
Give
Nate,
him
what do you
mic, give
think
him
about
mic.
having kids?
You know, me
Be
personally,
careful, Seth. Don't pull too hard.
I don't think I'm not ready for kids at the moment. Just a 19-year-old myself.
Obviously,
Um,
yeah.
Wait, bring
So-
it closer to him.
So, my opinion of it is a no-go.
Right now.
That's a no-go right now.
What if
No
we?
thanks.
What if you had a couple glasses of wine?
Maybe we can get something going right now.
Yeah, no-go. But long-term, you know, for a while it was that was just what everyone did. You know, you got old and you had a kid. So
It's just one of the stages of life.
yeah, it was almost
Yeah,
like
yeah.
expected of me.
That's your.
That's still
I-
very much the case for a lot of people.
Oh,
I
sure,
think.
yeah. I think you know
Most
once
people,
I
would say.
once I got old enough and I was like allowed to make the choice for myself, you know, I'm at that point right now. I'm,
Where you actually,
I'm-
thinking about your life.
you know, I think, you know, should I have kids? Should I have not? I don't know. It's still up for debate. I think.
Right.
Yeah, we started talking about this because I was saying, I think if everyone were to involuntarily be sterilized at once, that would solve a lot of like global warming problems. Because like no matter what we do, you know, we're all gonna die within like 100 years, right? Everyone who's alive right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then there'd be no more people.
Last person on Earth.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Holy shit.
Everyone.
I thought you meant Thanos style.
Do you think that
There'd be no more people.
A while,
population goal.
And eventually there will be
you
no
guys
more
You
people.
guys talking about overpopulation. A while ago, the Chinese government instituted a one-child policy,
right.
and they just lifted it very recently.
I respect that.
Do you-
that was a 2-child policy.
It was a one. They just increased it to 2 children a few years ago.
I don't know.
Do you think
back.
that's a good
put it back.
idea?
I think
I
it
think it
is
should
a
be
good
0.
fucking idea.
Just
I
stop
like
for a
that
while.
shit. That was like my favorite thing China ever did,
I mean,
other than communism. That was lit.
And he liked the little girl's feet. He told me that in a different. You know,
What?
they were binding little girls' feet to make them weird.
Oh,
Oh, like
that was pretty
hundreds
cool.
of
Yeah.
years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
If I had had my choice,
Little girl
Horrible.
feet club. We were
yeah,
both
that
part of
would
that.
still be
Okay,
going
you
on.
cannot say those things. Boy, you are incriminating yourself. Yeah, cut on that
I
one.
think statistically, yeah, like 2 people come together and they only produce 1 child as the end result, so you'd end up with less people over time.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That would be
Makes
cool.
sense.
I don't
and-
think I'd want one kid though.
Yeah, like some people want.
You'd be scared.
Like
You're
I
scared
myself
of
want a
one
family
kid.
of 3. 3
Yeah,
children.
because one kid, I mean, it's one child syndrome. They're bored, they're lonely, and like they have no one to relate to at home. You know what I mean?
Forces, if everyone had one child, then then no one would have one child. But think about it. That would force all the one childs to actually be fucking naturally social. We would heal society.
That's true. If everyone
I
were
don't think
only children, then they would no longer be viewed as weird.
I mean, they're not weird for being only. Just not.
You're the
there.
one who said it.
No.
You're the one who said it.
I didn't
Or
say they were
different.
weird.
have
It was
child
just
syndrome.
There would be no.
You're
There
trying
would
to
be no
start a
thought
chant.
about it. You know, that would
I'm
just be
always
the
trying to
norm.
start a shit.
I guess. I don't know. This is a very topic. Like it's just like there's so much to it.
No.
Now,
I feel like
Not incredible.
I feel like
anymore.
overall,
I'm
still
one
like
child syndrome now.
I still feel like it's one of those things where it's like you'll never know if you're right or wrong unless you have a child and go through that. You know what I mean?
Can't-
I don't know
you-
about that.
Now that
I mean,
we're-
no.
it's
Look,
2000
Right or
here's
wrong
an
or
here's
subjective?
an example. And please don't interrupt. Your dad,
Yeah.
like your dad was like, "Oh, I never thought about having kids. I didn't want kids. Then I had you, and it was good, right? Like you won't know unless."
That's not. He didn't say he never thought about kids. He said he wouldn't have had children if not for my mom wanting to,
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
which is something I hated hearing and really made me feel
What
bad.
if you
What's your
met
point?
somebody that
No, I'm
made
just
you
saying,
want
like-
to have kids? Like that's
No, I'm just
very
saying, like,
real.
you're-
Oh, okay. Well, I
your
think I would
outlook-
not stay in a. That happened to me. I've been in that situation, and it.
Okay.
That's some kids.
went-
At a,
and,
no,
you know,
at
I
a
don't see
reasonable
'em.
point in your life where you are capable of like taking care of a child. If you met somebody and you know there's your significant other for the rest of your life, like you want to stay with them, you know that that's the person you want to choose.
I don't think I would want to stay
What are you
with
laughing
someone who
about,
was
dude?
that set on having kids, because that's a fundamental disagreement. between
Right.
us.
Okay.
It's like not having
you want no
music taste.
children at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I mean,
I honestly think Like, sometimes I'll get the urge to, like, oh, it'd be cute to have, like, a little me.
Right, yeah.
Or, like, the ability to name. I have so many funny names I want to name. I feel like people
told me
don't.
so
like,
many over
I
the years.
have a kid name it Lunchbox. That would delight me greatly. But all of these reasons are just desires I have, you know? Which
And
is
you
all
have
I'm
issue with
capable of. The only way I'm capable of viewing it is from my own perspective.
Right.
And that's not enough. That's not enough of a. Unless, like, a council of people were to come to me and,
narcissism.
like, you have the perfect sperm. And we have this other this female specimen. Or, you know,
I'll do it.
If you were the man with the best human DNA,
Yeah.
would you have a kid?
okay, well, that
If
for
it turned
humanity.
out-
I mean, there's even more realistic
To save the
situations
world?
like accidents happen. You know, there's a real potential that any of us could end up having a kid without making the choice.
Right.
And then, you know, in that situation, you know, you make the best of it, and you know, there would be great parts. It'd be fun. I name him
the other
Lunchbox, etc. But if I'm gonna make the choice, I mean, think about all the things people worry about in life. They worry about like putting food. Most people worry about going to work so they can put food on the table for their family. If it's just
Food
you
on
supporting
fam-
yourself and a significant other supporting themselves, you don't have to worry about that at all. Your whole life
Right.
becomes just like, what do I want to do with my time? on
Yeah.
Earth? Yeah.
I
I like
think-
that's more appealing.
Yeah, that's more appealing for me as well. And the shitty thing, going back to a thing Garrett said, is that, you know, you don't know until you've had a child, right?
Right, yeah.
But back in the day, like, if we lived in, like, the year 800, you could have a child and then, like, decide this fucking thing sucks and just dash it against a rock. You can't do
you can
that
kind of
anymore.
do that.
Fuck.
Now they fucking record these things. It's like, you had a child. Where's your child? Your child's been missing. For
Oh, I
weeks.
see what you're
I
saying.
dashed it against the rock. Like, you
But
can't fucking do
Because
that.
that's
There were no
because that's
social security
absolutely
numbers.
inhumane. You have to not murder your kid.
That's
What?
so horrible.
I mean, now you do. That's what I'm saying.
That's so horrible.
So you can't try and then decide I didn't like it. If
Then you put it up
try,
for
you have to
adoption.
fucking take care of that thing. For
Would you
18
adopt a child?
Yes.
No, I mean-
if it's already in the world, I would take care of it if no one else was going to. Yes, I would do that. I wouldn't bring one into the world though.
But I mean, an adopted child. That is, we're talking about like having a kid being an inherently fucked up situation. An adopted child, that's even more of a
No,
like,
then you're just making the best of it.
well, but you have to tell them at some point, like, hey, your real parents didn't want you.
No,
Like, I know
would
my
probably
cousin was
adopt a kid
adopted.
who
There's
already
like,
exists, you know.
I'm sure orphans can have great, beautiful lives, but that is like a bad thing to happen to you, right? To be put up for adoption, I think.
It probably toughens you up from the fucking get go.
Definitely, you make you feel different than everybody else,
All
right?
superheroes come from an orphanage somehow.
That's
Or they
true.
were orphaned somehow.
Batman, Superman.
Maybe you are an alien.
Iron
Maybe
Man,
you're gonna be Spawn.
Spider-Man, like all of them.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
you're gonna be the Punisher.
Oh.
Or your
Would you want
family
your kid
dies.
to be Punisher?
Yeah.
Your family gets killed by the mob. All right, let's
Okay. Well,
wrap.
This has been a good episode. Nate was here.
Yeah, thanks for
Thomas
having
was
me
here.
again in the last few seconds.
Garrett touched my knee a lot. That was weird.
Okay, guys.
Last minute.
We go around to close this out. We go around and we each say a Thanos quote. Who wants to go first?
I'll start.
All right, Amy.
Having a kid is just the small price to pay for salvation.
Okay.
Did he say that?
Yeah. Not having
The
a
small
kid.
price.
Okay.
to
You gotta put a little
Yeah.
twist on it to
All
make
right.
it fit.
The conversation.
Who's next?
Why are you looking at me?
All right, Gary, you're next. We're going in a circle this
Going in
way.
a circle this way.
I'm sorry, little one.
Another one to deal with children.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Thanos quote?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh
Oh,
god.
I just thought of a good one.
I'm upset because Ant-Man went up my asshole.
Oh, that's a good one.
Remember when he said that?
Yeah, I love that scene.
Nate, you got one?
Nate, give him mine.
Probably when he says, "Now's no time for sorrow. Now's no time at all."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he said shred this universe down to its last atom. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a real one.
And then
Okay.
he's like,
All right. Simon, bring it
If you
home.
don't say the one I just thought of, then I'll do it again.
No, you can't.
What?
"Yeah, you know which one to do."
You couldn't live with your failures, so where did it bring you? Back to Thanos, baby.
No, we forgot about the.
Back
He goes,
what did
Bitch.
it cost? A Fortnite bird.
he goes,
Okay, let's do sicko mode on 3.
No, we're done.
no, Garrett, no.